I, 38 male, got blindsided 3 months ago when my girlfriend Veronica, 35, of 6 years sat me down for what she called a relationship evolution conversation. She'd been acting weird for weeks. Secret phone calls, new wardrobe, suddenly in a meditation, and finding herself. I figured midlife crisis, maybe some therapy would help. Nope. I've discovered I'm polyamorous, she announced, like she'd just found out she was allergic to peanuts. I need to explore connections with multiple people to feel fulfilled. I sat there processing. You mean you want to date other people? We would date other people. It's about expanding love, not limiting it. So, you want permission to cheat? She got defensive instantly. It's not cheating if we agree to it. God, I knew you'd be close-minded about this. Here's the thing. She'd already lined someone up. Derek, her spiritual advisor from her meditation class. She'd been connecting with him for 2 months already, just hadn't acted on it physically. Yet, I haven't done anything wrong, she insisted. I came to you first before anything happened. The entitlement was staggering. She genuinely expected a medal for not physically cheating. Yet, I need time to think about this, I said. She smiled, relieved. Take all the time you need. Derek understands we need to work through this transition. Derek, already part of we. Update 1. So Veronica took my, I'll think about it, as basically a yes. She started openly texting Derek in front of me, going on about their connection and energy. She even asked if I wanted to meet him. He's really interested in getting to know you. We could all be friends. Meanwhile, she installed dating apps on her phone. Showed me her profile like she was proud of it. Under relationship status, ethically non-monogamous. Primary partner aware and supportive. Supportive? I hadn't agreed to anything. But here's where it gets interesting. Her cousin Natalie, 33F, reached out to me. We'd always gotten along at family events. She wanted to grab coffee and check in because she'd heard through the family grapevine that Veronica was exploring alternative relationships. Coffee turned into a 3-hour conversation. Turns out, Natalie had thoughts. She's always been like this, Natalie told me. Even as kids, she wanted to play with everyone else's toys, but throw a fit if anyone touched hers. Natalie shared story after story. Veronica borrowing money and never paying it back. Expecting everyone to accommodate her schedule. The time she announced at Thanksgiving she was vegan, after her mom cooked for 2 days, then got mad when there weren't enough options. I'm sorry you're dealing with this, Natalie said. You deserve better. Something about the way she said it. The way she looked at me. We'd known each other 6 years, but this was the first time we'd really talked, just the two of us. We started texting. Nothing inappropriate, just memes, checking in. She sent me a funny video about people who suddenly discover they're polyamorous after meeting someone they want to sleep with. I laughed for the first time in weeks. Meanwhile, Veronica was busy scheduling her first official date with Derek. She actually asked me to help her pick an outfit. I want to look good, but not like I'm trying too hard, you know? The audacity. Update 2. Veronica went on her date with Derek. Came home at 2 a.m., glowing, and tried to cuddle with me in bed. It was amazing, she whispered. But you're still my primary. My anchor. I moved the couch. The next morning, she was upset. You're not even trying to make this work. Have you gone on any dates? You need to embrace this lifestyle. I'm still thinking about it, I reminded her. Well, think faster. Derek wants us all to go to dinner Friday. His treat. I declined. She called me childish. Here's the thing. I'd already made my decision. I was done, but I needed to get my ducks in a row first. We've been living together in my house for 4 years. Legally, she had tenant rights. I couldn't just kick her out. I met with a lawyer, started documenting everything, and I kept texting with Natalie. One night, Natalie asked if I wanted to grab dinner. Just as friends, she clarified. I know you're going through a lot. Dinner was nice. Really nice. She made me laugh. She actually listened when I talked. She didn't check her phone once. Can I be honest? She said over dessert. I've always thought you were too good for her. Really, she's my cousin and I love her, but she's exhausting. Everything's always about her needs, her growth, her journey. When's the last time she asked about your day? I couldn't remember. We started hanging out more. Movies. Lunch. Nothing physical, but there was definitely something. Then Veronica found out. "You're hanging out with Natalie?" she screeched. "My cousin. We're friends," I said calmly. "You're dating other people. I can have friends." "That's different. Derek isn't related to you. So you can date whoever you want, but I can't have coffee with someone?" She actually said, and I quote, "The poly community has rules. You can't date family members of your primary." "Show me that rule," I said. "Show me the official polyamory handbook where it says that." She stomped off to call Derek for emotional support. Update 3. The family reunion was coming up. Veronica was planning to bring Derek to normalize polyamory for her family. "They need to see this is healthy and beautiful," she said. What she didn't know was that Natalie and I had started actually dating. Not just hanging out, proper dating. And it was good. Really good. She was everything Veronica wasn't: considerate, funny, actually interested in my life. I'd already served Veronica with 30-day notice to vacate. She laughed at first. "You can't evict me. We're partners. We're not married. You're not on the deed. You're a month-to-month tenant. Here's the legal notice." She called Derek crying. He apparently told her I was being emotionally violent by not accepting their love. The reunion was at Veronica's aunt's house. Big backyard, probably 50 family members. I wasn't planning to go, but Natalie convinced me. "You've been part of this family for 6 years. Don't let her take that from you too." So I went. With Natalie. Not as a couple officially, just arriving together. Veronica showed up with Derek, who looked exactly like you'd expect. Man bun, hemp necklace, kept using words like energy and consciousness. She introduced him to everyone as her partner, then pointed at me across the yard. "And that's my other partner, my primary." Her uncle looked confused. "I thought you two broke up?" "No, we're polyamorous now. It's a beautiful lifestyle where love isn't limited." Her grandmother, 78 years old, straight up said, "So you're cheating on that nice young man?" "It's not cheating, Grandma." That's when Natalie's mom, Veronica's aunt, noticed Natalie and I had arrived together. "Well, how nice. Natalie, you brought someone." Then she looked closer. "Wait, isn't that?" The yard went quiet. Everyone was doing the mental math. Veronica's face went from confused to shocked to furious in about 3 seconds. Are you two together?" Natalie took my hand. "We are actually." The explosion was immediate. Veronica started screaming about betrayal, about family loyalty, about the rules of polyamory. Derek tried to calm her down with some breathing exercises. "Babe, let's center ourselves." "Shut up, Derek." Her mom stepped in. "Veronica, honey, I'm confused. You're dating this man," pointing at Derek, "but you're upset that your boyfriend is dating someone." "Ex-boyfriend," I corrected. "She's been legally evicted. Moving out next week." "You can't do this," Veronica wailed. "Natalie, he's my primary." Natalie, calm as ever. "Actually, V, you announced you were poly and told him to deal with it or leave. He's dealing with it. By stealing my family?" Her uncle chimed in. "Nobody's stealing anyone. You're the one who brought some stranger to a family reunion while you still have a boyfriend." "Ex-boyfriend," I repeated. Her dad, who'd been silent, finally spoke. "Veronica, you made your choice. You wanted to date multiple people. You can't be mad when other people make choices too. But there are rules." Derek tried again. "Actually, in the poly community." "Son," her dad cut him off, "I don't care about your community. You're sleeping with my daughter while she lives with another man. That's all I need to know." The whole family basically chose sides right there. And surprisingly, most of them chose mine. 6 years of being the guy who helped with moves, fixed computers, remembered birthdays, it counted for something. Veronica left in tears with Derek. I heard later she posted some rant about how her family was toxic and stuck in monogamous thinking patterns. Update 4. Veronica's moving day was yesterday. She showed up with Derek and 2 guys from the community she'd met on an app. She'd been staying with Derek for the past week, coming by only to get clothes and post passive-aggressive sticky notes about shared items. While packing, she tried one more manipulation. "You know, Natalie's just using you to get back at me, right? We had a fight in high school, and she's held a grudge ever since." "What fight?" I asked, genuinely curious. She wanted to date my boyfriend senior year. I told her it was pathetic. Wait, she liked him first. Veronica realized she'd said too much. That's not the point. Everything made more sense now. Dare try to take my TV. That's Veronica's, he said. I bought it. Here's the receipt. Well, she used it more. That's not how ownership works, Derek. He started going on about how possessions were just material attachments and we should all share freely. Cool. Give me your car then. What? You just said we should share freely. I need a second car. Hand over the keys. He called me a capitalist pig from a guy wearing $200 hemp sandals. The best part was when Veronica found out I'd already removed her from my Netflix, Hulu, and Prime accounts. Those are OERS. No, they're mine. You want to be polyamorous? Get your own streaming services. I'm sure Derek can share his. Derek suddenly needed to check something in his car. As they were leaving, Veronica turned for one last shot. Natalie will get bored with you. She only wants what I have. I corrected. What you had. And you threw it away for a guy who thinks deodorant disrupts his chakras. Final update. It's been 2 weeks since she moved out. The house is peaceful. Natalie and I are taking things slow, but it's good. Really good. Veronica's been texting. Derek apparently isn't as evolved as she thought. Turns out he's poly because he likes sleeping around, not because of some spiritual awakening. He's already got 3 other partners, and Veronica is not handling the equal love thing well. She sent me a long message about how she made a mistake, how we could work through this, how polyamory was just a phase she needed to explore. I responded, I explored it too. Turns out I prefer your cousin. She blocked me, then unblocked me to send more texts about how I ruined her life. Then blocked me again. Natalie and I are going to the family Christmas party together. Veronica uninvited herself after finding out, claiming the family is toxic to her growth. Her mom called me yesterday. We're keeping you in the divorce, she joked. Then, more seriously, you were good to her, better than she deserved. I'm sorry she did this to you. Plot twist from Natalie last night. You know what's funny? If she'd just broken up with you honestly, we probably never would have happened. I wouldn't have dated my cousin's ex. But the way she handled it, making you feel crazy for having normal boundaries? Yeah, she lost all cousin privileges. So yeah, she wanted to have her cake and eat it too. Ended up with no cake, no me, and a Derek who thinks showering is optional. The family reunion next year should be interesting. Veronica's mom already asked if Natalie and I could bring our famous potato salad. We don't have a famous potato salad, but I guess we do now. Life's funny sometimes. She opened our relationship without my consent, so I opened my options without hers. Turns out when you tell someone to deal with it or leave, sometimes they deal with it in ways you don't expect. And before anyone asks, yes, this is absolutely petty. But when someone essentially tells you, I want to screw other people and you just have to accept it, I think a little pettiness is justified. Natalie says hi, by the way. She's reading over my shoulder and laughing at the Derek descriptions. You forgot to mention his essential oils collection, she adds. Oh right, dude brought sage to cleanse my house of negative energy during move-out. The negative energy left when Veronica did, but thank for the thought, Derek. Anyway, I'm done with this chapter. Learn some valuable lessons about boundaries, self-respect, and the importance of dating someone who thinks you're enough just as you are. Also learned that sometimes the best person for you might be sitting across from you at Thanksgiving, rolling their eyes at the same family drama you are. Funny how that works out.